During Jefferson's presidency, James Madison served as vice president. When Jefferson's term ended, the presidency was handed off to James Madison, whose term lasted from 1809 to 1817. He followed in Jefferson's small four-headed footsteps and continued to reduce the government's power and size. During this time, the war between France and England continued to cause problems for America. England and France continued to violate the free trade policy by capturing and enslaving American seamen. American congressmen by the name of Warhawks demanded war against Britain to defend their honor. This caused a surge of patriotism, and Madison eventually asked Congress for a declaration of war in June of 1812. This became known as the War of 1812. Big surprise. The U.S., however, was not ready for war because Jefferson had reduced the size of the army drastically just a few years back. Not only did the British Army ravage Baltimore, but they had the audacity to burn down the White House. After the Battle of Baltimore, Francis Scott Key wrote a little ditty called the StarSpangled Banner. Sound familiar? He wrote it to emphasize national pride. Britain didn't want to keep being bothered by America, so they agreed to sign the Treaty of Ghent in 1814, which ended the war as a truce, so they could focus on fighting France. But back in America, the battles continued because no one knew the treaty was signed yet. You see, if they all had cell phones, it would have been so much easier. A true American hero by the name of Andrew Jackson, by the way, he's the guy on the $20 bill, led troops into New Orleans and totally creamed the British troops, dude. Because of the victory in New Orleans and the news that the Treaty of Ghent had been signed finally got back to America, everyone in America thought that they had won the war. However, the treaty had nothing to do with solving the violation of free trade, which is what started the war in the first place. War money well spent.